Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today this is part of the redesign series. So here is the set of nails that were, I was going to say sculpted then, but they weren't sculpted. These extensions were done in a previous video. So I have removed the hollow off them and we are now going to redesign them. So this is on the basis that we have infilled. A client's come back 3 weeks later, needs an infill, but it's because it's a core powder, we're literally just going to infill the back, but then we're going to redesign it. We're going to give it something a little bit different, rather than just being a plain set of nails or just whacking some polish on them. Not that there's anything wrong with a bit of polish. So I have put some base coat on that middle finger and I'm going to cure it. And then I am going to, these are Dippy Cow water decals. I haven't had the greatest success with these before. Firstly, just trying to get them off the backing paper seemed to be a bit of a challenge for me, and if you've watched me long enough you will know that that was a real fight. You will also know, if you've seen some of my other videos, that I was recommended by Anne English, who's one of my subscribers, about using the jelly stamper to pick up the water decals with, because I was struggling to get them off, and that's been really successful. So I wanted to play with this a bit more. I wanted to test it out on the Dippy Cow and see if it works. Now, whilst I have popped the decal into the water, I am just coming along and putting some of these little crystally, they're not crystals, embellishments. I always thought that's a weird word, isn't it? Embellishments. I don't know. I don't know about anybody else, but that is not what I think that means. I don't know what I think it does mean, but, you know, when you look at it, you just don't think embellishments. Anywho, I kind of wanted them to look like it was a firework going off, you know, some little sparks fly out. It really doesn't. Really. Oh, but I was like, you know what, it's all right, it's fine, I don't mind. But you know, when you have this idea in your head and then what happens on the nail is different. It's not the same thing whatsoever. So as I was getting towards doing the last of those, I popped the decal into the water. So it's had about 15-20 seconds in the water, and then I'm going to dab off the excess water. There we go, dab, dab, dab. Then I'm going to come in with my jelly stamper. I'm going to pick it up completely, and then I'm just going to kind of push it onto the jelly stamper and just peel the backing off. And I just literally just rubbed my finger down, and look, it's off. And the great thing about this is, one, it kind of smooths it over for you, but you can see what you're doing through it. Now, I didn't quite get it right. The issue you've got is on a practice hand, it moves. Like the nail bed moves, everything kind of moves. So I'm just doing a little bit of smooshy. But what I did discover on the end of this is those wrinkly bits, they didn't actually matter, because once you put the top coat on, and because you do 2 layers of top coat, because it's a water decal, you don't see it, nor do you feel it. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. You know, if you can see it through the design and it's a huge big wrinkle and it looks horrible, that's a different story. But it didn't on these. It made absolutely no difference. I'm just taking a worn out file here now, so I'm just gently taking a bit off the sides on that. But look, it worked. And this is in real time, so you are seeing how quick that was to do. Awesome. Excellent. I love this. This is fantastic. So I have done exactly the same on the pinky finger, that I've cured the some base coat on there. I did try using base coat without curing it, which obviously if you were using the water decal with tweezers, but I found with the stamping, because it wasn't cured, the decal didn't necessarily stick as well as I'd want it to, so it kept getting stuck to the stamper as I was trying to pull it off, rather than sticking to the top coat. So I definitely found that having cured base coat meant that it released off the stamper first time. The only thing is you do have to be much more aware because you can't move it around as much as you would do with it being uncured. There you go. And again, I'm just using my file just to come around the edges, because you need to have a slight gap in the edge of it so that the top coat can stick to the acrylic underneath. I also find, so if I was putting gel polish on this, so if I've filed off a set, I've infilled it and I want to just put some gel polish on, I do find that if you base coat that first, it just applies better and it sticks better and holds better than if you just went straight onto the acrylic again. I don't know why it does, actually. I've just found with myself that when I have done infills on me, that just whacking a bit of base coat in there, it gives a much better finish. It just works better. That's not for everybody, that's just personal choice for me. Now, these embellishments, they do have to have top coat on them. If you left them just like this, they will wear out really quickly. So I always put 2 coats of top coat on them. The first coat is to kind of seal them in and protect them. The second coat is to kind of make it not look so lumpy bumpy, which is pretty much impossible unless you were encapsulating these. With these type of embellishments, I would generally encapsulate them, whether that's in gel or rather than sticking them on top of the nail. But they can be on top of the nail as well. I don't know. Sometimes I change my mind and I'd like to do it something different. Now, I didn't actually do the thumb on this design. I ran out of time, basically. I'm not going to lie. I ran out of time. I had limited time to get this set done. This is what I call almost like a salon set. You could do this so quickly that actually it doesn't eat up a lot of time when you are trying to do back-to-back clients. They want something different, but it's easy to do. As you can see, I'm having great fun with these embellishments that I was using glue to stick them on, and I don't normally use glue. I will use Chi gel generally for things, but my glue was right next to my hand and I was just, I use glue. Lots of people use glue. There's no reason you can't use glue. I prefer Chi gel. Even if you just put a layer of base coat on there and then position them on, you've got more movement in it. You can position them better, and I wasn't happy with the position of some of these. But because it was glue, it was stuck and I couldn't do anything about it. So, yeah. Don't use glue again, Shona, because you don't like it. Anywho, we are now going to top coat all of these nails. So it's top coat! Yep, and that time again. And that also means that we are done. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that this may have helped you with decals. I cannot believe how much easier it is. I'm definitely not going back to the old way, unless maybe it's tiny weeny decals. But definitely for full finger ones. And I'm looking forward to doing some of these on myself because I've got some really nice Dippy Cow water decals. But after the fight I had with them, I was just like, I can't even go there to try and do that on a full nail of myself. But now I'm going to give it a go. So watch this space. There will be a video coming very shortly on that. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!